Israel. A number of your brethren have been inquiring of me regarding my opinion concerning the issue regarding the king and the kingdom which I promised to set up for you in the last days. First of all, let me say this. I do not give opinions. I state facts and give directives and commands. You must never forget who I am. And there are two things about me that you should always keep in memory. 1. I am the Lord, I change not. I cannot lie. I find it rather frustrating that I have brought you to the very borders of the kingdom, and the same issue which predisposed your forefathers to reject my son has now become the same stumbling block for so many of you. Under the theocracy, you will recall that I brought your forefathers out of the land of Egypt, which itself was a monarchy, and it was my desire to educate them and to bring them under my direct rule. They were to be under a true theocratic government in which I myself would have been their king. That has always been my desire for my people, and that is still my desire for you. Your forefathers, however, were influenced by the surrounding nations who had kings, just as was the case in Egypt, from which I liberated your ancestors. But your forefathers allowed themselves to be so heavily influenced by the surrounding nations that they adopted some of the heathen ways, and then had the audacity to ask me for a king so that they can be like the nations. I gave them what they wanted only because I wanted to teach them a lesson. While my prophet Samuel thought they had rejected him, they had really rejected me. And that fatal mistake is the very thing that predisposed them to reject my son when he came in the flesh. For when Pilate said to them, "Behold your king," their response was, "We have no king but Caesar." You would also recall that I specifically spoke through Hosea regarding my feeling when they asked for a king. I was angry. I gave thee a king in mine anger and took him away in my wrath. How can I now turn around and give you a king just like your forefathers wanted? I told you I was angry back then when they asked for a king, instead of allowing me to be their king. How do you now expect me to go back on my word and give you a king in my pleasure? That is not my character. I cannot change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Should I apologize? Indeed, should I renege on my word and give you what I severely punished them for over the years when they had the curse of a human monarch? I will certainly have to write a letter of apology to ancient Israel for putting them through all of what they endured because of their choice of a human king. But if I do that, that will make me an unjust judge. I will no longer be God. I think by now you can see my predicament. I emptied myself. I think if you just have some patience and stick to my original plan that I designed for you from the beginning, you will be very happy in the end. I sent my son to become incarnate so that I will be your king in a more tangible way than your forefathers had it. I emptied myself in my son and gave him to you. He is your king. Can you not remember when Pilate asked him, "Art thou a king then?" His response was, "Thou sayest, I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause I came into the world." Notice, to be king is the main reason I made myself man and manifested myself to you. So the promise regarding the king and the kingdom should never have even been an issue with you at all. In actuality, I came to undo what your forefathers did over 3,000 years ago when they rejected me as their king and chose Saul because they wanted to be like the nations, the world. When I said to Pilate, "My kingdom is not of this world," I was actually undoing the damage that was done when your forefathers said, "Make us a king, to judge us like the nations, world." Murmuring and complaining, This is the last chance I am giving you to redress this grievous wrong you have done in clamoring for someone like yourself to reign over you. I am making it clear to you that I am ready to establish my kingdom, but I cannot take you into it with the knowledge that you are expecting something and someone other than what and who I have planned for you. I want it to be clear what the deal is now, so that when you get to the kingdom, you do not turn around and start murmuring and complaining that you did not bargain for me to be your king. I have waited patiently for a group of people who will trust me to rule over them, and I will not take any chances with any of you who still have any lingering doubt that it is possible for me to do. This is a personal appeal for me, and I trust that you will take heed to my words as your loving father who desires to be very close to you, and will never fail to deliver on any of my promises to visit you in person. I trust that you will restudy your own case and standing before me as far as this matter is concerned. Your very life depends on how you view our relationship when I do decide to return to visit the earth and re-establish your Eden home. So I am eagerly watching and waiting to see what your response will be to the issue of my personal rulership in the kingdom that I am so eager to establish, and which is even right at the door. Sincerely, your Father in heaven.
I saw Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac talked with Mark and Timothy. What would I say, Timothy? I want to see Jesus, 'cause he's the one who died for me. I bowed on my knees and cried, holy, my God is holy. I clap my hands and sing glory. There was glory. Oh, glory, glory. I clap my hands and sing glory. Oh, I clap my hands and sing glory. Oh, I clap my hands and sing glory. Yes, I sing glory to the Son of
Follow our studies at Solemn Thought Ministries on YouTube to learn more.